Hello, I'm Eldon Dahl for Doctor's Corner. We're going to talk today about the coronavirus. I'm in Apocalypse Central. We're talking about the mass hysteria that is going around the globe, folks. This is going to be the end of the world. Prepare for the end results. What can happen? The end is near. You see, that's panic. That's controlled by the media and how they're reporting. Will this work? Unless you're using an N95 mask, it won't work. It'll only work for up to 3 to 4 hours, even with the N95. But there's a global shortage of these because people are hoarding them. Will this one work? Yeah, it'll work temporarily, but transmission doesn't go just through the face. Well, this won't work. I see people wearing these. It's not going to work. The eyes, it's good to wear, but is that going to work? What we have today is panic on a global scale. People don't know what to do because of the way the media is reporting. The best thing they could do is just shut up. They're making everybody nervous because we're not getting the truth. We have to read between the lines, and I call it the lies. There's so much to this. There's just so much to this. I don't want to do it like the others are reporting because it's just too much. So the first thing we need to do is to remain calm. And don't buy into the fear campaign. Fear spreads like brush fire, and it also sells news. The best thing that we can think of is to give perspective of really what we're dealing with. Now, let's consider how the massive reporting is doing. How about if we do a comparison of the coronavirus to other deaths on a daily basis? Let's take in China, the most deadly day for the coronavirus was February the 10th, and they had 108 people had died. Now, if we were to consider that same day, 41,600 died from cardiovascular issues. 23,300 died from cancer, 4,300 died from diabetes, and 2,800 died from mosquito bites. You see, these cause sickness, and if we could, and even the flu, see, if the media would take every case that has been recorded and reported it in the way that they're doing about the coronavirus, the world would shut down. We would have no global trade. It would shut down everything. People would be panicking, fighting in the streets. I'm going to die. Because we know, these are the facts, 1 out of 2 will develop cancer, 1 out of 4 will die from cancer in their lifetime. Do we stop traveling? Do we stop visiting? No, we use common sense. We must use common sense. Now, the reporting from China, because they're a communist country, the people don't give all the facts. The chain of command is not too good. All you have to do is look at how Chernobyl was handled. You see, they said we were safe and fine, but it wasn't. Millions had been affected by this. And the same happened even in Japan, where they said the Fukushima outbreak with the meltdown was contained. It wasn't. It's still going on. So what we need to do is we need to consider the source of this information and don't be really jumping on everything that's being said today. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. If you don't know me, I've been in the natural health industry for the last 34 years, mainly in research and development and chronic disease is my specialty, and the prevention of aging. That in a way that you're going to anti-aging. You see, my theory was that this virus was actually either released on its own or as a way of a test. To tell you how it is there, in Wuhan, this is the central part of where we had the breakout happening from, the epicenter. They have a Category 4 bio lab, and they test every type of deadly virus, even the Black Plague. Why are they messing with the Black Plague that almost wiped out half the population at the time? So they're dealing with Ebola, they're dealing with SARS and coronavirus. It's shocking when it's only a few doors down from this live market where they say it all started from. I think that what happened was the virus got away. They were going to test this and see how they could contain it. And only a communist country could have that kind of control, where you say, you're not leaving, you're not working, this factory is closed, and just take total charge. But it got away, and it spread. And they didn't stop the air travel. And this is why we have the problems today. But this is not the only issue China is dealing with right now. They also are dealing with the African swine flu fever. It's called the pig Ebola. Over 300 million pigs have been slaughtered. That's half of China's pig population, and it's spread to 40 other countries. And it's not transmitted to humans, they say. Well, how do we know? And then there is the H1N1 swine flu. Unlike the African swine flu, this can actually kill people. And remember, the H1N1 bird flu, remember a few years back, the panic? Seen how the World Health Organization's handled that? There was no panic, but they forced the vaccine, which was already made, by the way, around the globe. And because it didn't materialize, people made a lot of jokes about that. But this one now is having a resurgence. And then there's the other one that's dealing. These are all going on right now in China. The H5N8 bird flu. And it's different from H1N1 bird flu, and it has already been reported in Germany. Here's an interesting fact you probably didn't know. Viruses can actually change their DNA in as little as 2 weeks. So it might start off as a certain virus, but it can mutate and change. They're very smart. This is why I say when you're dealing with bacteria and viruses that we cannot even understand, why are we messing with them? Why are we playing with them? To create a bioweapon? You see, this is why vaccines don't work, because the virus outsmarts the vaccine. And they're in the process of preparing a vaccine as we speak. And what it's going to be taken from is a person that has survived the coronavirus, has went through the incubation period, had pneumonia, and has beat it. So they're going to take their blood and create a vaccine. They don't know if it's going to work. But rest assured, it will not be like the H1N1. Now, when that vaccine is ready, people will line up for miles for this because the fear has motivated this. And how is it transmitted? What do we know? We have to read between the lines, folks. How is it transmitted? It's airborne. An affected person through water droplets, so by sneezing or for coughing. This includes the eyes. So avoid people that have colds and are having flu-like symptoms. And if you do have that, stay home and don't go into the crowds. Also, it's transmitted by touch. So if an infected person touches the surface, they leave the bacteria there. And we just put our hands everywhere and we just put it all over in our mouth and ears. You've just brought it into your body. Also, where the bedding ground is, say it's the gastrointestinal tract. And Hippocrates had it right in 400 BC when he says, all disease begins within the gut. So what we can do, the main thing that we can really do is remain calm and use common sense. This is your first line of defense. When you go into a crowd, be cognizant of what's going on. Watch those people if they're cold and flus and sneezing on planes. I would say to use one of these for just as much protection as you can, but I would also say take colloidal silver. Take the Life Choice colloidal silver. Very safe, convenient. Spray it on your face, spray it in your mouth, spray it in your nostrils, spray it on your hands. It's better than the bacterial soap because this is antiviral and it works. Also, people say, well, what can I do? The best thing you can do as a line of defense is being healthy, a healthy immune system. What this coronavirus, COVID-19, is doing, it is attacking those of the weakest in our society. So we see that if the virus can go into a rest home, it can spread like wildfire and take them all out, like we're seeing right now in Seattle, Washington. This is a very big problem, and we've seen how it can contaminate and affect others in the cruise ship off Japan. It's something we have to take seriously. If this isn't the killer that they're saying it is, maybe one is coming. And so what we have to do as our best defense is to remain healthy, a healthy immune system, and eat real food. We have a shortage here of people buying Spam. Lunch and meat. Spam. What does your computer say about Spam? It throws it in the trash. Don't buy Spam. Eat real meat and real food. How else do you have a strong immune system? Again, what would I say? What would I do if this was me? Lactocan probiotic by Life Choice to reseed the gut bacteria. Extremely important, extremely important. I can't emphasize it enough. For the immune system, Life Choice thymus gland. The Life Choice thymus gland builds T cells within your body. T cells are our body's immune defense. I use this for my AIDS patients when they were suffering. It kept them from lowering their immune system, stayed strong. This is the beauty about it, and I recommend taking it also with L-glycine. L-glycine works on the glycogen levels through the pancreas, through your blood sugar levels. And when you take the glycine with the thymus, it's super effective for building the body's immune system. You don't need to take a whole lot of products. You need to take products that work, and you need to use common sense, and you need to remain calm. Read between the lines, and be happy and safe and effective. For Doctor's Corner, I'm Eldon Dahl, and the best of health.